What's up, y'all? It's Jam and Sam, and today we're going to be restoring Secret of Mana. And we're going to start with a wish. That's what it's called, a wish. But it plays when your character is being told he's exiled from the village, and these people are kind of pushing him out. So it's a pretty short song. So we'll probably get on to also the next one, which plays when you're actually leaving the village, which is what is that called? I forgot what it was called, but it's number 17. Spirit of the Night is what it's called. So we'll probably get to both of those today, and one of them is going to be up to like a wish. At least will be up today, and then and then Spirit of the Night will be up tomorrow. So let's get to playing the song then while I look at it. Let's see. Number 39. I won't forget. Cool. So we've got it pretty much. It's a pretty simple song. First, it starts off with the flute, this flute in channel 1. Let's see. So they've already got our TG77 flute waveform loaded up here. So we just copy this. Make a new pattern, call it flute. Normalize the velocities. Actually, I can probably just do this with the scale. Cool. And that has vibrato and a considerable amount of reverb on it. It's also up an octave. Oops. Let's go for 2 on the vibrato. So let's send this to a mixer track, and let's call that mixer track flute. And let's send it to lead reverb. Cool. And so let's paste the MIDI and the flute under it. And the flute's going to repeat for the duration of the song. And there's no decay on this, is there? It's just a sustain. No, there is. It actually does decay. So we put our sustain to 0. And let's see, let's give it like this middle amount. Maybe not so much vibrato. Maybe I'll just set it to 1 and less delay. Nice, that works. Oh, what's up, Xavier? Love the new FL Studio dark theme you have there. Yes, I try to do dark theme wherever I can because when you do music all day, you have to have, it really makes sense, or when you look at a screen all day, it makes sense to have the background dark and the text and stuff white because otherwise you have more light blasting into your head. Whoops, my microphone's falling down. You have like, here, let me also turn down the gain. So you also have light blasting into your eyes all day, so that's not healthy. So I try to do a dark theme on everything. You think, welcome. Hey, welcome, Sky. You think the flute at the beginning of the phrase should sound puffy? Could be the compression and the velocity. Let me see. Let me see. Oh yeah, it does kind of have a transient in there. I could try layering. There's a little flute shift sound, but in the, I think it's because from the TG, when it was from the TG55, it might have been the TG55 they used to play this, because in the TG55 it has a more breathy tone. So the flute might be a little bit different, being I'm using the TG77. Because if you look on Synthmania, like it says there's like a harder, like when you play a hard attack and hard note, it makes it breathy. So, hope you got sponsored to do Secret of Mana. Well, welcome, Jeffrey. Welcome. Hey, I'm so happy you got sponsored to do Secret of Mana. Such a great OST. Did the sponsor allow for vinyl release for any chance? Not at this time. I can't. Whoops. I was trying to clap a bug there. But I clapped my mic and said, no, I can't talk about any vinyl release. No vinyl release is planned right now. So yeah, so that's gonna be how it's gonna go. Let's see. I can't do anything else with the flute there because like I can play it on the TG77 and see how it sounds, but let me see. But that's pretty much how it's going to sound because I don't have the TG55. So fair enough. I'll stay tuned then. All right. Well, yeah, that's pretty much how it's going to sound unless I layer the chiffer in there because I know there's like in the if I plug in my if I go into the SY99, which is almost a clone, which is pretty much a clone of the TG77. If I go into the contact patches, but some of the patches aren't there in this SY99. I have contact patches of the SY99, and the drums are exactly the same. So if I go into that, let's see, drums 1. There is a flute shift sound. Actually, let me load it into the project. That I can maybe use. Maybe they even used it on the, oh, whoops. Yes, and also the organ that is in this song, we found out it's not an organ. It's actually an electric piano. So I've made those changes across all the songs that have used the electric piano, which is almost all of them. And it turns out it's from the Akai S1000 CD-ROM library. And that was not, and it wasn't working in the contact patch. So it turns out I had to take all the samples and add them into a sound font. And so I made a sound font of it, and let's see. But now let's see about this this flute shift. Maybe I can add that to the flute if I extract it from the Oh, actually, there's this thing that has this contact collection also includes samples, so maybe I can go and grab those. If it, oh wait, it's making my it's crashing my Windows Explorer now. Sometimes this, actually very often, this hard drive that I have, for some reason only when I'm on stream, crashes my crashes Windows Explorer and it has to restart. So let's try it again. Let's see what happens. Let me also eject all those. I can't do that now. But yes, I can. Let me try ejecting all these. Oh, it doesn't even show up anymore. So it crashed my drive. Now I have to eject it. Oh wait, no, now it's showing up. It's just really slow. As is per the usual with Windows machines. So now if I go into, you guys can't see this, but if I go into my sample bank and look for the drums, I can probably find, where is that flute shift? It's not named, but if I go through all these samples, I can probably find it. Snare, clap, beatbox, kick, hi-hat, something else, tom. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that is either. Oh, was that the chip? No, that's not it. That's like some kind of something else. Ah, there it is. Nice. This'll do. So now, I don't even know. I have to find out what note this is. Let me see if I go right-click, edit an audio editor, and detect pitch regions. It doesn't detect it. It's not musical. It's not clear enough what note it is. Let me see if the tuner can find it. If I turn the reactivity up, looks like it's finding something. I don't know, but let me try layering it into the flute there and see if it gives it that extra transient we're looking for. No, it doesn't. It's too hard. It's too short, and it's too hard. Okay, so we'll just stick with that for now. I don't think there's really anything I can do. TG55 installable? No, you can't install it. It's a machine. It's like a physical machine. Based on what you said last stream, you're locating the sources for the original sound samples, like a keyboard it was played on, for example, and then reusing that sound. Yes, exactly. Ooh, picture of a heart and a cat in a box. Nice. I like that. Yamaha is not software, so it's not installable in any way. People have sampled it and made a people have not sampled this machine and made it a contact patch or a sound font or anything, so you can't really find it anywhere. Just kind of silly because it's a big. I mean, I would have to like buy this thing and then sell it. Mike could buy this thing and sample it and then sell it, but we'll see. I didn't know the TG77 would be any different, but I think it is because the TG77 doesn't have this hard doesn't have the same transient that that it does in the game, or that it does on the TG77. So If I do end up finding a TG55 sample or someone with a TG55 and getting that sample, then I can switch them out. But for now, it'll just be this TG77 sample. So anyway, let's move on to what's next, which is the organ. But actually, as I just said, this is like not an organ at all. I thought it was an organ, but it's actually a Rhodes piano. And it's taken from the Akai S1000. So I have that here. And let's go and take all the let's go and take all of this, the loop here, which is all 4 of these channels are the organ. Actually, it's 5 channels. So it's all 5 of these channels we have to copy down. But it looks like it loops here, so we don't need the whole thing. We just need wherever it repeats over, which is right here. So this is like 8 bars. It's an 8-bar loop. So let's go find first empty, call this E piano. Whoops. And let's normalize the velocity. And actually, I can probably do this at the end, to be honest. Let me just copy everything over. First 8 bars, copy, and paste. Oops, let me catch that last note here. Copy. And paste. Oh wait, I pasted that in the flute. Never mind. Paste. And copy. And paste. Copy. And paste. Now wait, deselect, Alt X to change the velocity. And let's hear how it sounds. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, and this plays for the remainder of the song. And then we have some strings that later jump in. So the strings jump in on the second half, and then it loops from that point on, from that 8 bars. Copy pasta. Yeah, there's a difference in harmonics. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know there was a difference in harmonics. It sounds great to me, except for the transient, which is that breathy part at the beginning. So I'm just gonna have to get that eventually, or get a hold of that. So we shall see. Cool, so let's grab these. There's only 2 patterns of the strings, or 2 layers of the strings. So let's go find first empty and call this strings. Paste it here, and Alt C to change the color to channel 1, which is green. I think this is going to channel 1. No, it's going to channel 2 because we originally had that organ in there. Then we removed it. So now we just need that second channel and then... Nice. Now, Alt-C to change the color and Alt-X to change the velocity. And... let me see if they have an envelope on that. Oh, they do. I think this is the same envelope that was in, that we used in Fear of the Heavens. So if I just go and grab that, because I have another patch saved that uses this envelope. Let's see, legato strings, legato strings. I think it's just legato strings. Yeah, that sounds right. Let me compare that. I think the attack is faster and the decay is slower. Nice. Cool, so let's drop that in there. And now this repeats, I think, how many more times? Looks like it repeats 2 more times. And now it's repeating. So that's right, 3 more times, and now let's give it an ending. So Actually, it doesn't really. It feels like it kind of ends on its own. It's like because the flute definitely has already ended. The piece looks like it's in G, so you don't wait. No, not G. A sharp. So if we just, if anything, if there's any ending at all, it would just be back to A sharp. That doesn't even sound right. So I guess it doesn't, I guess it's not really an A sharp, I get it, because it kind of ends in G. So I'd say it doesn't really need any kind of ending. Let's see. At least as far as the flute is concerned, maybe we can put something to the E piano. Because it does kind of sound like because the E piano does kind of start over, so it does sound like it's trying to go somewhere. So maybe just end it back on C. No, on A. Or maybe just on a chord of what it plays at the beginning, which is like an A minor with A minor add 9. But it skips. Let's see. Let's just do A minor. Maybe not, maybe a little less sudden than that. Maybe it's kind of got kind of a gliss. Nice. But I kind of don't like that that A chord that it ends on. What about, why don't I just end it on C? Well, actually, let me just move this chord. Or maybe without the ninth. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that sounds much better. And then where this one's going is we just got an E and a G, so that doesn't really point to anything. Maybe we can just add a C in there at the end, or just have these notes ring out. Nice. Okay, that works. Nice. So that sounds good. Let's give everything a mixer track. Actually, let me see. I was just agreeing on the quality, but yeah, the organ, from what I'm hearing, almost cuts off. The reverbing decay. Oh, the organ. I don't know about the organ though. This it's it's an electric piano Rhodes kind of thing, but I don't know about it cutting off any of the decay. Let's see. Let me give everything a mixer track. So this is just the strings. So we'll call this strings. Strings, E piano to 3, and just call it E piano. And then flute. Wait, no, the flute we already did. So we only have 3 instruments here. Let me call this So let's give everything like a real reverb now, like an orchestral reverb. But actually, I want to try to use Realm again because this one isn't really much of an orchestral mix. It's one of those dreamy sounding ones. So let's use this again. Let's try 35% and then 2-second decay. But I really want the flute to have more reverb. And then let's master it. I'm going to set my bands because there's no real bass in this. I'm going to set it, and I still have 3 bands to work with. I'm going to set my bands to be kind of to the song. Okay, so that sounds good. There's this hard spacing of notes I hear in the original, but I'm not sure if that's compression or part of the OG track. That is technically compression because the channels weren't allowed to play two notes at a time, and for release you need two notes at a time. So it's kind of hard spacing because they could only play one channel of audio once. So you're going to have some notes that flow and connect together with the cover, just like you would real instruments. But back to what we were talking about, the flute. I think I can probably accentuate the transient a little more. So if I just do like this and give it a short decay, but take the sustain up. And what that means that I have to do now, because I've lost my long note decay, that means I just have to, set my snap to step and just kind of fade it out manually, so using notes. So let me see, if I want to do it on the notes that are noticeable. Or I could also it'd probably be easier just to use an envelope controller. Give it a little, well, no release really. And then copy my notes to the envelope controller. How does that sound? I think there's kind of maybe not that strong of a transient. Maybe a little bit of attack. That kind of makes it better, doesn't it? Also, I think the vibrato starts sooner. Yeah, that sounds good. Try a low pass filter to give the ethereal quality more more like the sparkle you hear in Dream. I don't know what Dreamweaver is, but how's the panning on? No, the panning is all center. We have no panning on this song. Yes, someone sponsored me to restore this soundtrack. So this RPG, yes. Actually, I think Zelda is an RPG too, right? I don't even know, but I don't think a low pass filter is gonna work on this because that gives it low pass filter by definition takes out the sparkle. But we could. I did forget to do some like effects on this. I want to do a little bit of chorus to give it some dynamics because it's there's no round robin or anything on this, and there's no expression, so. But there is that pop in there I kind of want to get rid of. Maybe I can use the attack on this one. Oh, I think it's the pop at the end of the sample, actually. So maybe there's no release on this at all. No, it is at the beginning. That is weird. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just not going to work with the transient like that. Let me just set it back to what it was before. Okay, so now to take the 80s out of it, I want to try some saturation knob. Cool. So that works. And let me add an exciter on it. Maybe that'll give it some sparkle. And now we have to... Okay, that sounds good. Let's do our strings now. Let's see. Don't need to do a lot to these. These are good already. Maybe some saturation knob too. And a little stereo spread as well. Now let's see about the E-piano. Let's give it a little bit of chorus so it's not as static. Nice. Let's give it an exciter. And saturation knob. Nice. 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 Okay, that sounds good to me. Okay, so yeah, that might not be my. I don't know. I don't exactly think I understand fully because I don't know what Dreamweaver is, and I don't know how to give something a sparkle with a low pass filter. But yeah, that I don't know. We'll see. Hello from school. Welcome to the stream. I was listening to your DKC3 restored playlist when I saw this notification. What a coincidence! Nice. It was meant to be. All right, so now we're actually just now done with this song, and now we're going to move on to the next one. Let me save it first. I'll let you guys hear it all the way through. Okay, so that sounds good to me. Save that, and then that'll be on the Discord as an MP3 later on. And then we're going to start a new project. And we'll call it, let's see. No, wait, we'll start a new project. And this one's going to be, what is the next one? Number 17, I remember that. Spirit of the Night. Thank you. Bravo. So this one Spirit of the Night. So let's grab our MIDI. And let's also make a MIDI in SPC2 MIDI so we have our panning information. Okay, so let's see what we have. Let's go channel by channel. Nothing. Looks like our first channel that plays is this. This is a muted channel. So we have this sort of synth piano. And I think this is our first time using this instrument. So, and it is, let me pull up the original wave. It's pretty much just a sine wave. Nice. Cool, so to start out, we've got this synth piano, and it's pretty much just a sine wave. So if I load up Citrus, let me find, see, there we go. So if I load up Citrus and go to default, you're left with just that a sine waveform. So if we copy that and let me see, this starts out, oh wait, this is was that first channel? Was that all like, oh, I deleted the first channel, but that one doesn't have, okay, so I'm gonna have to export that again, or import that MIDI again. So let me delete this and drag this in. And so now, oh wait, it doesn't even, okay, so channel 1 goes down here. Okay, so I didn't actually remove that. Just for some reason, channel 1 goes all the way down here when it should be up here. That's weird. So we have that. Now, now it creates all this stuff that I don't need. Okay, so we have this synth piano, and now I just want to take this line, but this MIDI is just for the panning. The timing is not aligned here, is aligned here, but not in the other MIDI. So what I want to do is, what channel was it? It was 2 and 4. So take channels 2 and 4, and one of them is going to be lopsided a bit because it's got a click kind of thing going on. And this should be a 4-bar loop. No, wait, it's got 2 variations, so it's an 8-bar loop. So let's grab this 8-bar loop, copy, and then let's call it find first empty and call this synth piano. Let's paste that there. And then go back to our MIDI. And let's also copy 8 bars. And let's paste it here. So it's got, let's Alt X to change the velocity. So it's like an octave sine thing. And this one is actually, I think this one's actually an echo, because if you go to the one with the automation in it, let me see, you have, no wait, this is the one. You have the volume keeps going in and out because that is, because that's where it kind of does an echo thing. So if you listen, it does the same thing in Fear of the Heavens with the real piano. It kind of uses that channel to use note delays. So what we want to, that means what we want to do is denote the interval that's going on here. In this case, I think it's 1 step. No, it's actually 2 steps. So we want to denote that interval and just remove the rest of these. But it's only this top layer that that echoes. So what I want to do is separate these now. I want to create a new instrument after I sort of remove all these echo notes. And these are all like echoes, right? I think it just really echoes out 4 times. Because if we listen to the end of this, ah, yes. And so does this part. And this part too. Remove those. Oh wait, there's another note there that I also removed. This one's another note. Wait. That one is. Okay, so listening to that again, and I'm gonna have to do this again. And this last note I think is like a different one. This one right here. And then this last note is also here, is also one. Wait. Oh, this note right here is that one. Okay, so kind of what we have going on here. Let's first remove. Oh wow, this is like, okay, so this is like has some space in it. Does the whole MIDI have a space in it, or is it just? Yes, the whole MIDI actually has a space in it. So what we need to do is first go and remove that. So let's do that and then make unique. So now rather than copying all that again, we can note that actually, even though there's still some space between when the piano starts, actually there's another layer here that is kind of, okay, so what is that other layer in the very next channel? Okay, so there's an E piano there. So it's sort of a big complicated electric piano patch. So what I want to do is ignore that for now, and we're separating the. I just need to know how far ahead it's processed. And let me first call this electric piano, or E piano, because this is all part of an E piano patch, I guess. But it's actually a different instrument, but we're going to put it all in the same pattern. So what I want to do is denote how much space there is between the other instruments and this instrument. So let me see, it's less than a sixth of a step. So if I just do none, that is it's 2 clicks, or whatever you want to call it. So this E piano, we can go Control A, move it all the way to the beginning, and then just 2 clicks ahead. So that's how much space we want. And so with that said, let's now split up this patch. Let's call this sine 1. And sine, let's clone this, and it's sine 1 number 2. Or let's just call this sine. And this is sine 2. Or we actually can keep it as this one as sine 1. So we can cut this. We can Shift C to select all the blue notes, cut it, paste it in the other channel, and then let's mute this for now. So with that being as annoying as it is, you don't have to play this for now, but we want to know that there is a decay here. So it's like a piano. So it decays out for a certain amount of time. I want to say it's like 1 bar. Let's try 1 bar for now. But it's got a click, so it's not just a straight decay. It's like it has a sharp attack. Like this. Nice. And so now if we add those delays, we can actually do this within Citrus, but I'm going to put saturation on top of this, and that's not a good idea to have delay under saturation. So what I want to do is send it to a mixer track, and then I'm going to put delay on the last slot, because that's the last thing that gets processed is delay. And we're going to set it to, what did I say the interval was? 2 steps. Want some stereo separation on that? Now the problem that we're running into here is that the delay notes are sometimes going over other notes. So we want to sort of strategically start and stop the delay at some points. So when we do that using automation. So when do we want to do that? We want it to go for this first bar, it plays out like normal. And then in bar 2, it stops. But it plays out for a little bit actually in bar 2. I think there's it's actually at the end of bar 2. So let's set our snap to be a beat. Here it's disabled and then it gets re-enabled again. All right. Oh, it suddenly kind of stops. And that's because I think it's because there's that space. So let's actually try to recreate that space where we do like 2 none things. So it's like 2 none snaps. Select it and then control insert, I think. Yeah, control insert to insert space. But that's still gonna align. We have to do that at the end actually, because it's still gonna line them up wrong. So, oh wait, no, that might not have been because of that. That might have been because of. Well, now I ruined my interval. So we have, let's see. Okay, so we can, I think it's just like that. It's like a beat before. Yeah, because it doesn't complete the full bar. And it's not even for that long. It's just like half a beat. And not even for that long, really. I think it's before the bar, actually. It's like this part. It's like this. But it still pops like that. But we want that last note. We definitely want that note right there, but it should be just like this. Because that note starts right there. So we want it to continue right here, but we want it to stop kind of actually fourth of a bar. But it still pops. I don't know why. I think the better way to do, like an easier way to do this would just be to cut all this. And let's actually use this lower channel because this lower channel is not going to have delay at all. So we can use that to our advantage. Let's just say all these places that we don't want the notes to delay, we can just cut them out and put them in the other channel. So let's do that. We're not going to want this one to decay either, because it has too much going on at once. This one also. This one too. And this one. So let's cut that. Oops, I just undid something. Let's paste that in the bar in the next bar. Nice. So now we should have it should work. Okay, so that will work. That's going to work whenever we... Let me enable my next sign channel so you can hear it, and then let's also grab our envelope, our volume envelope, and paste it over to channel 2. Those are also kind of loud, so let me put this into its own mixer channel as well. Sign 2. Those are also, it's going to be confusing because it's like backwards. Okay, so those are also really loud, so let's just go send them to 50%. There we go. But just like in Fear of the Heavens, we actually have to have 2 delay channels going on at once. So when this thing rings out, it's like it's not kind of, it doesn't just kind of do like dun 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 dun. It's like dun 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 dun. It kind of has a 1-2 thing going on. So we want to make another delay channel, and let's make it 4 steps instead of 2. Let's offset the stereo in the other direction. Let's also give it diffusion, and let's do that for the other one as well. And let's make it not so wet. Actually, no, it's not. It's not. Is it 2 steps again? No, that's weird. Oh, I think it's just because it was too. It had too much feedback. Oh no, it's because I need to disable it whenever. Like it's only enabled whenever there's like. Whenever there's a. Whenever it's got that long note to ring out. Oh, what is... Oh, I have to disable it here. And what is this? Why is it doing this? It's insane. Oh, how did this one get edited? That's weird. Hold on. So this we want to disable when it gets to... See, there it's too much. Halfway through the next bar is when we want to hear it. And here we want to hear it again. Maybe this whole bar too. Maybe not. And we can kind of paste this, like, just kind of repeat these 4 bars. Like this. The velocity is not different. I think there's another note here that we want to... No, wait. Oh, this part we also want to have it here. And I think right here, there's one part we also want to. Right here is when we don't want to hear it anymore. But I also want to try something here. Let's say keep this in mind, but I also want to hear because it's going to sound different if you put it across the whole thing. But let's see how it would sound. I think that actually sounds better. Like it sounds more like it's a cohesive instrument than it's like I think that the fact that they didn't use those delays everywhere was kind of a limitation of the SNES because in the studio you don't normally like automate a delay this much. So we can cut that. And let me check the decay time because I was thinking that that second, yeah, decay is faster. Or not faster, it just has like well, maybe it does decay faster actually. Let's see. And it'll show on that last note. Oh, this one has decays on it too. It's just in the form of reverb. There's a lot more decays on here actually. Yeah, they have quite a few decays on here, and it's made to sound. It's kind of like using the SNES's reverb algorithm, but it's made to sound like delays. So I'm gonna have to guess at this one because it's not gonna show up in the MIDI. It's just a setting that they used, but it's gonna be pretty short delays, like maybe 23, 24. Maybe even shorter than that. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. That sounds right. But I think it was more. Like there was more of them. Nice. And then let's see. I think it had more. It feels like it has more. Should have more release. And it's remember the decay envelope is also shorter, at least in the other one. And just because I kind of want to hear that other one, let me do a different one. Let me do this in a different channel. So let's paste that here, and it's actually that bar too. Whoops, I think I'm still having my none. Just select step. Okay, so we got that, and let's send this to a third mixer track. Whoops, I think I went too far. It's right here. But I can have it go into channel 2, actually. But then we also want that that rapid delay in channel 2 as well. And let me save that as a preset so I can just add it quickly to channel 2. What's that beeping? Why is there always something beeping lately? Okay, so let me use that as a preset. Oh, but this one has, like, the decay is too long, I think. Which makes no sense, but... Oh, maybe the release is too long. That's it. Yes, there you go. Nice. Okay, that's sounding good. Your work is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. And let's see. I think this is sounding pretty good. Let me enable that second part. Oh wow, there's like distortion on that for some reason. What? I don't know why it adds distortion for no reason. Let me try turning off the diffusion. That is weird. It only happens when I do the, when these rapid notes play, for some reason. So is it this channel that's doing it? Weird. Oh, it's this? Oh, because I have those going twice, that's why. Wait, no. This is an octave, so it shouldn't be like that. Oh, it might be because there's a distortion thing applied when there's two notes going in the same channel. So I have to keep it to one note. So let me try using, I'm gonna do yet another sine 3. And let me also use this same delay preset. But now I can't hear that quarter note delay. Let's see. So we have this, and then, oh, I disabled that for some reason. I want some diffusion on this stuff. Maybe not that much. And I think I want the immediate, like the eighth of a step delay to be quieter. So that's good. It sounds kind of shimmery like it does in the original. But I want the shimmer to be more subtle, I think. Cool, so that sounds good. Now, what I can do in Citrus is give it some chorus, because it would be good to have a little bit of chorus. Let me see how that sounds. Let me use this channel only. Nice. Very subtle, though. I need it more subtle. Cool, that sounds good. Nice. Dope. I like that. Okay, so that was like a really kind of complicated synth line. And so let's put now that we have our MIDI there, let's paste the ePiano line here. Although it's not completely done, is it? Because we have another line that we want to put in here that is the actual ePiano. But it sounds like this is like an extension of that. We'll see what happens whenever we get there, but so we have another part to this where it's like there's the ePiano going, the Rhodes piano going. Oh, there's actually a chord. Wow, this whole thing is the ePiano. And what's this? Is this still... Oh, this is muted. This is like an unused line. And we can use that at the end if it sounds good. And what wave is this using? Because it says, let's see. It says it's wave 33, but I don't have this song using wave 33 at any other time. So let's drop our SPC into VGM trans, and you won't be able to see this, but I'm gonna go and grab the whatever is wave sample 33 from the collection and see what it is that this was supposed to be playing, what instrument was supposed to be being played, but it was taken out. So here it is right here. Oh, so it was supposed to be an actual piano being played in there. Like there's going to be one layer of an actual piano. So let's see. Let's grab this line because it looks like, okay, so it's the same notes. No, yeah, it is the same notes. It looks like the same notes, but played without the decay. Or maybe it was a draft that he was using. Like he was like, okay, maybe I'll have the piano with this, and then he kind of went away and opted for a more like synthy approach. So maybe that's not kind of what he was doing there, but we shall see. So let's grab the let's kind of do this big electric piano line. Let's do that in a separate pattern actually, because I didn't know it was going to be that elaborate. So let's just call this synth. Let's call this sine piano. And then let's make a new pattern and call it E piano. And let's grab all these lines. We only need 8 bars. I think this one isn't. Yeah. You only need 8 bars of this. So let's go and grab the first 8 bars of each of these channels. We have 3 channels to work with, so. Oh, we also have to, we have to give contact. No, it's not a contact patch, it's a sound font. So let's go and grab the sound font. And let's paste it in there. And then let's grab the next line. Eight bars. Copy. Paste. Eight bars. Copy. And paste. And Alt X to change the velocity. Let's see what we have. Oh, I don't want to send this to. Nice. So what is the panning like on this one? Because I know he usually pans that electric piano a lot. Yes, he is. Cool, so we have 3 level. I don't know if the panning stays the same, but let's go into our second alternative MIDI and let's see what the panning information is doing here. Oh wow, it is changing a lot. It's I think that's because there's also echoes built into this one. Oh, it's kind of like a tremolo, actually. Like it's... I think he's building it into like stereo. So this is that third line. So it looks like you have a panning like change, like a panning cycle. And also I think the oh wait, let's disable all these channels so I don't have to hear them. It looks like you have a tremolo as well, because I can hear a tremolo going there. Yeah, so you have a tremolo as well as like the panning is changing to give it sort of a sense of stereo. So we want to like recreate that as easy as much as we can. It looks like our panning on the synth piano is changing too. Let me see what exactly is the outcome of that synth piano as far as panning goes. Well, it looks like it's all just panned the same amount pretty much. But in the MIDI, he is doing this crazy like panning stuff, which is probably, I don't even know what it is because it's not reflected. It's probably just to give it a sense of stereo because I don't hear it playing out and I don't see it in the meter. It might be the decays, like the decays are doing some stereo stuff. So this one is panned like that. And then this one's just straight up in the left channel, but it's not actually all in the left channel. No, that's the piano. That's the real piano. This one is all the way in the right channel, but I know that's not actually happening. So we're gonna have to guess the panning on this. So let's just kind of approximate it. Whoops. So let's try like 30% to the right. That sounds right. But I think the patch kind of needs to be like have a sharper decay, maybe. Let's try that. Nice, I like that. Actually, no, it probably does have that, like what we had before. I think it's just more slimmed down because the system is like not processing voices on top of each other. Nice, I like that. So now we have, let's stick to our Rhodes piano again. And so now that since we can't really define exactly what this panning is doing, I'm just going to listen to it. And we can see from the meter that it's that each of these channels are kind of independently panned. The first of which is panned very slightly to the left, And the first of which is panned a little bit more to the left, and the second of which is panned the same amount as the other one to the right. So we can go into the MIDI and kind of see what is happening with it, with all those changes, see if we can kind of make some sense of that. So it looks like it's changing, but it's centered around here, around 30%. So that's for the third, that's for channel number 7, so that's for the third channel. And that's 37% to the right, so it fits with what we see in the meter. And the other one is doing the same thing, except it's to the left, so that pans there. That pans out there. Pans out. Haha. And then the other one is doing 13%. So we have 13% to the, what is it? 13% to the left. 30% to the left, and then 30 to the right. And this is a sound font, so we can do note pans. So the top one is that first one. That's the one that we have 30% to the left. Let's zoom in here so we can see better. So let's go for 12% right here by the line. And then let's go for this one. This one's going to be 30% to the left. It's probably this next line right here, right? No, that's 25%. Next line is 38, so let's just go in the middle here. And then this last one is panned 30% the other way. So that gives us some good stereo value, but not as much as what we're hearing here. Oh, we also have delays going on here. So let's try to replicate that. Let's get that same preset we had before and try to see if that works. It's slower. It gives it some distortion, so. I think it's faster. So that kind of works. It's adding some distortion that I don't want, but we'll work with that. I think it's a little bit faster than we have. Let's try 33. That's too fast. Maybe it was right the first time. No, actually, that sounds right. So we have that delay effect. Now we just need that tremolo effect. So let's try that tremolo effect. So we're going to use Fruity Pan-O-Matic, which you can also use for volume. And let's try this. Oh, I have to make it faster, that's why. So I know it's too strong right now, but let's try to get that effect right first before we continue. I mean the speed. Let's get the speed right. It's slower. Now we can kind of... Nice. Okay, that sounds good. But it's still got... I don't like all that distortion though. And so I wish there was a setting to like disable that automatic like distort, because this is like sort of like some kind of tape effect. Some kind of tape distortion. And I don't want all that I don't want all that stuff. So I might have to try a different... Let me see. I might have to try a different delay effect. Let me see if like delay 2 gives me anything better. Let's see, so I still have the same, I pretty much have all the same settings that I need. Let's see, I set my time to 40 something, 41. The offset to be a little bit like that. And the volume to be about right here. And then that's, and then the volume knob to be like this. Let's see how that sounds. Let's disable this. See if it still gives us that distortion. No, it doesn't, so that's good. Sounds much better. And I think that's about the tremolo effect we want. Might be a little bit slower. I think it's a little bit slower. And a little more subtle. There we go. But now that we know we can get the delays without distortion, let's try using Fruity Delay 2 and like for this. Not all of these. I don't want to replace all of these because I think mostly what gives us distortion is the short delays, because there's many delays being put on top of each other. And what happens with this plugin is that it has it programmed to when it exceeds a certain amount of output, it kind of distorts. So let's try using it on the short delays only. And let me keep it there for reference. Actually, let me just make a preset of what I have here and apply it to kind of everywhere else. Now let's disable the delay 3 that we have. Let's disable this. Fruity delay 2. Untitled preset that we just made. And this is the, no. This one's the rapid one. So let's disable this one. Fruity delay 2. And untitled. So let's see what it does. See if it takes some of that distortion out. Nice. Let me check that. I think we might actually, I feel like we kind of want some more, like more of those rapid delays, like stronger. Yeah, I think we kind of want more of that. Nice. And actually, I want to try revisiting the idea of, I can delete this now. Because it's just kind of messing up, you know, my understanding of which, oh, here we can leave it because I just want to be more organized like that. But here I wanted to kind of revisit the idea of muting out those fourth delays, except whenever absolutely necessary, because I think they're kind of muddying up everything. One of the magical things that the original had was like it was very clear. So I want to kind of retain that clarity. And I want it to come in here. Nice. I think we can even do that more now. Like, and maybe stronger delays all around. And maybe turn down the feedback on that longer one. Wait, no, it's already turned down. Whoops. And we have some pops when it enables and disables, and I think that's because we have it acting on this delay as well. Like it's our, so let's try to keep it clean. Nice, perfect. Okay. Nice, that sounds beautiful. I like it. So now we have this with all its stereo glory, and I think there's also some reverb that we want on this as well. Let's send this to accompaniment reverb, and let's send the signs to lead reverb. And we can put the E piano in here. Nice. All right, so let's see, how much time have we been streaming for? 2 hours. So now we just want to, let's see. We have this half done, and then this half, I mean this B section here is what we want, because this A section repeats twice and then it's the B section. So the first thing we have, I think, is a flute in this first channel here. Oh, it's strings. Actually, I think all of these are strings. So we have 3 channels of strings. And then the rest of these are flutes. But down here it's a bass. Oh, we have a glockenspiel. Oh, it's another flute. It's another flute up here, but down here it's a glockenspiel. So I'm gonna start with the strings. Let's just grab this whole line, Control C. And then I want to make a new pattern, call it strings. And I want to make a contact channel because the strings is contact. So let's see, let's go to mana strings from the A4000 or the Yamaha Professional Sound Library, which is made for the A4000. So now we have this, and let's see what kind of envelope do we have on that. Oh wow, is that channel muted out? Oh wow, this is a muted channel. Oh wow, so essentially nothing is playing here. It's supposed to be strings, but this is just some extra strings that are not being played in the original, but it's in the MIDI, it's just kind of muted out, like it's set to 0 volume. So this we can actually, let's paste it, and then we'll mute it out, but no, let's put it in a different track for use later. Because I want to do that as like a bonus, like in the repeat, we can do one where it's like all those muted channels that weren't used. We can see if we can see if they make sense to put them back in. And let's go to channel 1, which is green, and let's send the, let's Alt C to change the channel. But I could swear I heard this playing. Oh, it is playing. It's just playing later. So let's see. Oh. Okay, so only part of this line is actually used. These first 6 bars are not used. So we can keep it in its own pattern. Let's call this strings 2. And now for the actual main strings, let's copy these 2 channels right here. But it's slow. Does it change tempo here? No, it's really just that slow. I thought it was faster. No, it is that slow. Okay, so that's one layer, and then layer 2 is going to be like this, and go to strings and paste it like that, and then Alt X. And let me see, are these different pannings? Let me just make sure, because if it is, yeah, they are. So I'm gonna have to use separate channels, like separate patches, and then we're gonna pan one of them each way. But this is being sent to a different channel. Oh yeah, it's being sent to channel 3. So let's highlight 3, Shift C to select it, and then select 2, and then Alt C to change. Nice. And so we have that added in there, and then let's see, that can be there. And then our next, like the other strings, which I think are going to be what's the panning on those? Are they going to have to be in a third patch? Yes, they are, because they're all panned differently. So we need a third patch for that. So that means that these second strings we're going to need to send to channel 3. So select 3, Alt C to change, and then we added them in, but we want to cut them off until like for about 6 bars, because those are unused. So it starts out as just this, and then it goes to this. But is that the right volume envelope? Does it have like a decay? Oh, wow. So So we have this. So this top strings has a bit of an attack. So we have to introduce that, and it also has a decay, but it's a slower decay. It's like something like that. Wait. That's the wrong one. Oh yeah, I've sent it to 3. That's right. So let's take that out for now. So we need like like a considerable amount of attack. And here's the part that's used. Let's give it a decay. Let's give it a long enough decay so that all these notes ring out. A little more. Maybe a little bit less. Nice. Okay, so and the last one actually fades out a little more, but that's okay. We don't have to make another new patch for that, but because since all those channels kind of fade out at the same, all those notes kind of fade out at the same time, we can just use a kind of like a decay over all 3 of those channels. So what all we have to do is go to automation and contact and assign an automation to the volume of each of these. Just one volume for each of them. So that way we can go and say, on this last note, we go into current project, go to generators and contact, and then we go to where it says volume. And on this last note, we paste this here. And then on this last note, which is right here. No, wait, not here. So it's right here, yeah. So it's right there, and then on that last note, we're going to say we want it to decay out completely. Okay, and then let's see. And once we layer the strings on top of it, this same thing is going to happen here. Like when we go, at least it should. I don't hear that happening here. Did we not drag that to the I only dragged it to 2 for some reason. And I don't think it needs to be that rapid, right? It doesn't need to be that fast. Yeah, they don't fade out completely. They kind of takes them a bit. So maybe we go down to like right here. There we go. That sounds right. Okay, so we've got that. And then now we just need... Wait, I need to set the envelope for these right here, which they have no attack. Well, we put attack and attack on it so it doesn't pop because I think the samples start kind of abruptly. So we want, like, it's going to be faster, I think, than the other one. So it's going to be like 5 seconds. Oh, I have to put it here as well. Oh wow, one of those is popping. Oh yeah, see, that's why we have a little bit of decay there. Nice. Okay, that sounds good. Nice. That last note might be even slower of a decay. Yeah, I think it's even slower. It's barely even noticeably slower than the rest of the notes. The only reason why I noticed is because I saw the meter go down faster. So let's go to that and sort of let's try to go for just half of all this. So let's go like this. Yeah, that's good. Nice. This song is really complex. Yes, it is. All these songs are pretty complex, except for that last one. That last one was really simple. The timbre on those flutes always gives me chills. Nice. Oh, hey, welcome. Gregory, I think. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so that flute, let's see. I don't even know where well, we have to actually get to the flute. The flute's next. So yeah, that's a good lead into the flute, which is coming up in the next channel. If we disable these and look here. And here it is. We have sort of, it comes in, the flute is like, I think it's like 3 channels of flutes. Oh, there's a bass here too. There's 2 channels of flutes. And they have a big vibrato on them too. And an envelope decay. Okay, so we have, it eventually turns into 3 flute channels, and they're all paying differently, but since we have a sound font for the flute, that doesn't matter too much. So we load up Yamaha TG77 waveforms, and then I grab these layers. So, whoops. Up into right here. That'll be this. And this last part is a repeat. This is where it rolls over, I think. This is just that electric piano channel. Oh, almost forgot this part. So copy this. Make a new channel, call it flute. And paste it here. So then we grab our other flute. Copy. Paste. And then the third part, which comes in later. And paste it about halfway through. Not even, a little more. Like that. So then we Alt X to change these velocities, and I think we put it an octave up too. So let's see what we got. It's too loud. And I think it's even higher at octave. Let me see. No, it's not. That's the right octave. It's just got to be. We need an envelope first of all. But I want to kind of see if I can accentuate the transient with these, because it's not very obvious. And then I want to try tackling that whole envelope controller thing again for the decay. So let's use let's see, link to controller and articulator 1. And then we copy the same notes to but this has some notes that go on without it. So what we have to kind of do is take this top layer. No, this middle layer is the only one that's different. We have to cut it and then clone this and then paste it here. Then we have to clone the envelope controller and set it to this cloned TG70, like this cloned TG77 sound font. So let's give it like a little bit of release, and I have to actually paste the notes now. Whoops. That doesn't sound right. Let's see. Maybe if we remove the release. Well, it's too loud, first of all, because now we're... So let's take down the velocity. Yeah, that's not really working out like that. Let's just use the... Let's just make use forget the transient for now. Let's just use the decay. And let's give it a mixer track. Let's send it to you. Insert 5. And then let's call this flute. And then we'll send the flute to the lead reverb as well. Whoops. Right click, route to this track only. Nice. Nice. Okay, so, and each of those have independent panning, right? So, yeah. So that third one, this one right here, is panned all the way to is panned like a good bit to the left, and the rest are spread with this top one. With the top one going to the right and the bottom one going to the left a little bit, but they're less spread out than the first one. So let's go to our MIDI that has our panning in it, and let's set it to be, let's play it at right here. And now we can notice that these are our channels. We have the third one is up here. The third one is actually, oh wait, we have to go later for the third one. And the third one is actually panned all the way to the right, left for some reason, but it's not so. Definitely not panned all the way to the left in the SPC. So that's like a glitch of some kind. So we're just gonna have to kind of earball that. So. Let's go for 50%. Yeah, that feels right. And also, both of these have vibrato, so I need to add that in. Forgot about the vibrato. They have a pretty strong vibrato. And not very much delay either. I have to refresh the tempo, because the other one has a different tempo. And that tempo is actually slower, like this vibrato is actually slower than that. Nice. No, it's faster than that. A little faster. Yeah, that's about right. Nice. Okay, so now we just set the other one to be the same thing. Let me copy this value. Paste, and then -2. It's the value that we want. Here we go. And let me make sure that the vibrato is actually that fast. It's like, comes in that fast. It actually has a little more delay. Let's try 100. That's perfect. Okay, so let's add that flute in there. And then, see, let's also give this its own kind of section, because this is like a rev room. I think I'm having some automation issues with the strings automation being in strings 2. So let me cut that and paste it in the strings 1 instead. Because those are going on all the time. Nice. Sweet. And it sounds like some of those string notes, first of all, the flute needs to be louder, or the strings need to be quieter. I think I'll make the string, I think I'll do a little bit of both. Let's put both to 62. And maybe not that much. Nice. And now I almost forgot about the panning on our on the rest of our flute. Let's see. So we have this layer is panned. The blue layer is panned to the left, 45%, and 45% to the right for the purple layer. So that's this. The purple layer is, no, blue layer is 45% to the left. There we go. And then click that, Shift C to select all of the purple ones, and cool, so that works. And I don't really want all the vibratos to be uniform. We can kind of have them each doing a different thing. So, oh wait, let me just split them up into different patches just to give it more dynamics. So let's cut this. Paste it. Let's give it a slightly different decay. Let me just move the knob ever so slightly. And ever so slightly for this one too. And then for the speed, let me also move that ever so slightly. This one and for this one. Nice, so it's very much an Asian sounding flute. So now what we need to do next is we have our bass. So this is our bass line. Let me play that real quick, isolated. Is that our bass? That's the bass, right? Yeah, I think it is. I want to make sure it's sample 34. Wait, sample 34, right? Yeah. Yeah, 34. Oh yeah, that's the bass. So So that's also going to go in contact. Round finger bass from the Yamaha Professional Sound Library. And so, let's see. We have channel 4, so let's paste this to channel 4 and let's make a new pattern, call it bass. Send this to channel 4, Alt-C to change the velocity. And for once, it's actually, wow, the velocity of this is actually less. Wait a minute. That never happens. Oh, did I copy that from the other one? That one has bad timing. I don't want that to happen. Copy this, and Alt-X. Whoops, we did some other stuff here, so let me correct that. Now, Alt-C to change it to 4. And I think it's down and below or lower. Yes. But they took out the transient on this one. They gave it some attack, so let's try to recreate that. Oh, and this one has a bad loop point. I can hear it popping. So let's go and... Let me go and try to fix this loop point. Oop, that's worse. That's better. There you go. Now it's got to have an attack. We got to give it an envelope. So it's got to have an attack and decay. Let's see, maybe 50 milliseconds. And then maybe like 5 seconds decay. I just want that whole note to be able to ring out, so it's more like 10 seconds. No, it can't be. It's like, does it even ring, does it even decay out fully? No, it actually doesn't, so that's good. There we go, that works. Yeah, it's like a finger bass now. Give it 100 milliseconds attack. And maybe 75. That sounds good. Actually, I think I liked it better at 50. No, I liked it better at 75. Yes. Nice, good strong bass line. And that does not have a, no, it has a little bit of a panning to the left. So let's go into our other MIDI and see what exactly does that do. 41% to the left. So let's pan it 41% to the left. 41 left. There we go. And let's add that to our mix. But our strings that are supposed to be staccato still have too much attack. And did I put that in the envelope or is it good like that? Let's see. No, I didn't. So that means I'm going to have to take it out of the sample. Yeah, look at that. The sample has a naturally slow start. So let's just kind of start it at the loop then. Well, no, it doesn't take, because here the biggest volume is right here. We don't have to start it like all the way over there. Maybe we can get some of that transient and just start a little bit ahead. Yeah, that sounds good. I like that. Let's see, because I think the other one, let me solo this one. Oh, this one has a much stronger transient, so that's okay. Let's start it even further. But that sample is a little bit louder than I'd like it to be. So let's take it down, like 2 more dB. Nice, that works. And now let's check the other layer. So this one is that top note. This one needs a little bit of help. Let's try to move it a little bit this way. Ah, see how much of a difference that makes? And let's also give it a little bit more attack. This one also needs a little bit to jump ahead. But it still needs more attack. Nice. Let me check, is there any other notes used here? This top note is clicking a little bit. Oh yeah, there you go. That works. If I could get that one to sound like that. There we go. Oh, look, we've got one starting over here. But I think that one doesn't matter because it's not such quick notes, but it is like a low... It does start very low, so maybe we can start this right here. Nice, this one's staccato, this one starts well enough. And now this one, needs some help up here. Let's give it some attack in the envelope because some of these are too strong. But maybe if we go even more ahead. Whoops. Yes, there we go. Nice, so that sounds good. There we go. What's up? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Cool. I think it's also like they have sort of a sharp roll off, so I'd have to, I don't know why they have this this certain kind of envelope that doesn't have the points on it, but I want the one with the points on it. This one is not the kind of envelope that I need. Let me see. Let me try this one. No, actually that doesn't, it doesn't give me the points that I want still. So let me see what I can do. It might be a special kind of envelope that I have to use. Contact is like really confusing for no reason. Envelope ADSR, so maybe it's not ADSR that I want. Maybe it's envelope, flexible envelope. How about that one? Maybe if I turn that one down, yes, this is what I want. So let's use that one and give it like that. Let me solo this and then play it. It's already kind of doing what I want. And then this is like release. But I want to make this sustain. Let me see, is this actually... This is sustaining, so it doesn't matter what I do there. I need one right here. That's what I need. But why is it doing that, why is it doing that thing with the release? That is weird. I don't need that. It just stops. It doesn't even release. It just like... Okay, so putting it up helps, and it doesn't matter that I don't have it sustaining all the way at 0 because none of these notes actually bring out all the way, so I can get away with that. But I don't want a lot of release. The FL Studio glitched on me. Wait, no it didn't. Or it unglitched. Nice. I think I want that envelope to be a little longer. Going for like 5 seconds. And maybe also sustaining a little bit more. Cool, so now let's save that preset as untie a new preset. And then basically just go and load it in the other layer, which is this one. Whoops, I don't know what happened there. So now we need amplifier, and then we need to remute this out and then add our own envelope, which is a flexible envelope. And let's use our preset. Nice. Okay, so altogether that's like and let's also randomize those velocities so it doesn't sound so static. But here it can be normal. Oh, I think FL Studio is freezing on me. I'm gonna wait for it to respond just because it's like... Nope, I'm gonna close it. FL Studio has frozen on me yet again. My voice is delayed. Yes, it is, because, let's see. I think it's just the stream is delayed. So let's see, the time is 5:35, so we want to find our backup file that is the latest. 31, so that means we lost 5 minutes of editing. Oh wow, it's freezing on me again. Oh wow, it's not even closing. That is weird. Wow. Let me use the task manager. And just kind of nuke FL Studio. Oh, it's not even, are we still even streaming? Yeah, because FL Studio is completely frozen on me. And then the task manager doesn't even work, like it's not shutting down. Okay, so I'm gonna have to restart the stream due to technical difficulties, probably. But we're already almost at 3 3 hours, so we might just cut it off here. And I might just start it up again tomorrow. But we're also very close to finishing the song, so I don't know. Actually, oh, there it goes. FL Studio has finally quit. So now I can try starting it up again, and maybe this time it'll be better. Okay, so nope, it's freezing again. Okay, so Contact is now spontaneously freezing my my project for some reason. And that happens because I don't know why that happened. So last time that happened, this was for some weird reason. But I think I might just have to end the stream here because we're having a lot of technical difficulties right now. I might I'm gonna try to fix it, and if I can fix it in time, I'll come back. Stream is okay right now. No, it's stream is okay. My FL Studio is not. So FL Studio has given me some technical difficulties, so this is where we're gonna cut it short for now. But we did get to finish one song, and we almost got to finish this song before we got some technical difficulties. I'm on Windows right now because I can't afford, like, nobody can really afford Mac unless you use like months and months of salary. But I'm on Windows, so I have to deal with like Windows's inevitable like freezes and shutdowns, which happen quite often. And let me go into the task manager and see if the task manager will quit. Will axe FL Studio, because right now the task manager isn't even going in for me. So isn't even working for me. So what I'm gonna end up having to do, I actually don't even have FL Studio in my tasks at all. Like, it doesn't have a task. It's just hanging up the entire computer, or hanging up the entire computer for some reason. So I don't know why that is, but I might have to just log out and log back in and try to that, because these things kind of happen a lot. At least on stream. I don't know why. Like, well, when I'm using my full studio. So I think we're gonna cut it here. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut it here because I have no idea how to do this except logging out, which is just gonna end the stream anyway. So I'm gonna end the stream and see if I can fix this, and then I'll probably just finish this track and upload it anyway, since we're so close to being done. And so we only have really what else is being played? We got the bass. We only have the glockenspiel left, and then we just have to write an ending. So since FL Studio is freaking out on me and doesn't want to work, we'll just cut it here, and then and then this song will be. I'm gonna upload this song when it's done to the Discord for beta testing, and then tonight will be what is it? A Wish. Tonight, A Wish will be up on YouTube, and then later on tomorrow, I will upload this song when it's done. All right, so yeah, this is where we're gonna stop for today because we're almost at 3 hours, and once you get things start to get weird after 3 hours of straight editing audio. So I'm gonna cut it here, and yeah, thank you guys for coming to the stream, and we will see you. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully I'll stream tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably stream tomorrow because I only did 3 hours today. I think the way I want to do this is like 3 hours every day, 5 days a week. And then we can kind of, like, I don't want to do any more like 6-hour days. Even if I take a break, I'd rather just do 3 hours and then that's it. Because that feels more healthy to me. All right, y'all. So this is where we're going to cut it short. So thank you for coming to the stream, and Jam and Sam out.